Hey, it's Pitty Penny. Welcome to my channel. Oh my gosh. This new YouTube live setup is rough, you guys. Okay, I'm here. Look what else is here. Oh my goodness, it has arrived. Oh, I am so excited. This showed up on my doorstep at 5:30 p.m. yesterday, and I was so excited. So I started unpacking it, flipping through it. I always check every single paper pad to make sure everything was printed and cut correctly because, production, and it all looks good. So we are ready to go. Hey, Kim. I probably, if I had more time, I would have crafted last night, but I didn't. So I just had to wait till this morning. Hi, Susan. You kept refreshing YouTube. I know, I'm actually like closer to the 5 a.m. than I have been. I woke up with um a little bit of a headache, so I had to take something, drink water, that kind of thing. It's allergies. My migraines are stimulated by allergies. At least I know my trigger. Hey, Linda Veal. Good to see you. Good to see you, Jessica. Well, let's get to flipping so I can start cutting. Hi, Rhonda Lane. So good to see y'all. Okay, yeah, I don't even know. Let's just pick one and start going through it. I created 2 new paper pads. I've actually been working on these since August, but when I sent them to the printer, I was trying something different and it didn't fully work. They were like, "Look, we don't have people send us paper pads that are quite like that, and we're not sure that they're going to print and cut the way you want them to. Can you make adjustments?" So I made quite a few adjustments, and in doing so, a couple of things weren't exactly the way I had envisioned them, but I'm still very, very happy. And when I was flipping through these last night, I could not wait to get my hands and scissors and glue on them. So that's a good feeling. We've got 2 completely different paper pads again. I figure different people like different things, so I want to give that to you guys. So this is my 2 holiday collections. We have Peaceful Christmas, which is like nativity and quintessential like Christian Christmas paper pad. And then we have Holiday Splash, which is non-secular, just a fun holiday paper pad that is really different. So let's get into it. So this is Holiday Splash. Look at this page. I love this page so much. Now this paper pad is actually at a reduced rate. Not because I think it's inferior and not because anything is really wrong with it. I just had 2 sheets that I would have done differently. So I put it at a reduced rate, but I mean, that's perfectly fine. Okay, so let's get into it. This is Holiday Splash, and yep, cats, dogs, they're in here. So we've got a page of kitties. And so this is obviously got the artistic splash. It's got a lot of arty kind of painty backgrounds, which I thought was funny with animals because, sometimes they get into things. And this is intentional that they are scaled like this. Here is the back page. So my idea here is that one, you have a smaller image to work with. You can fussy cut them out if you want to, or you can deal with the whole rectangle. But when you cut these borders, the back side of it, well, you could use the blue, or the back side is this, which could make some fun patterns. I like scraps. And I had scraps actually in mind when I designed this so that when you cut these off, you have some fun scraps to play with as well. So that is the first page of Holiday Splash. I, of course, threw in some sentiments. Now, if I were to hand out cards at work, I would need a paper pad like this. And that's kind of what I had in mind. Um, so we've got a few Happy New Year down here, which is kind of fun. Some people I just give New Year's cards to. I don't even give holiday necessarily cards to them. But then others, if I don't know or at work, I'll give happy holidays. Um, you know, there's a lot of different holidays that happen this time of year. And look at this page. I absolutely adore this page too. I love the sentiments and how happy they made me feel. So that's that one. This is one of the pages I wasn't too thrilled with. I didn't like that this peace sign was cut off, and therefore you get a discount. If I were to reprint this, I would redo this page. I'm not sure yet if I will reprint these paper pads. I think I'm one and done with these, just so you know. And this is the back. One adjustment I made this go around is more neutral patterns for you guys in different scales. So, you know, large scale, this I could consider a medium scaled pattern. I know we can still have fun with this and play with this. I was just bummed. I was not anticipating the cutoff here, but it can happen. Even when I checked the printer proofs, I thought we were safe, but it's not them, it's me. It's not the printer. The printer is amazing, but it was me. Okay, this paper pad gets me so excited, and it may just be me, but these two pages right here, to me, are just like funky Bob Ross. I love these images so much. They so much remind me of like what I said, funky Bob Ross. And then some other things. I was actually thinking about a coworker when I designed this paper pad. And because when I was designing this paper pad, I was like, what would I make for my coworkers? And I have a guy that works with me, and he has this older dog, and I think his dog's like 12, and they are literally best friends. And I don't know what his religious background is, doesn't matter. But like his dog is everything. And so I kind of had him in mind when I designed this, because I was like, I could totally make him a card with this, and I think he could, like, you know, relate. And so I really like these real small, just different. I tried to scale things differently to give you more variety. All of the pieces are kind of scaled differently. I like this. It's like scenes of the season, scenes of winter. And then here's the background to this page. And this background is so lovely. I really like this side. And then again, I was trying to give neutrals. So to me, this is a neutral, but I'm weird like that. Okay, this is another page that I wasn't 100% pleased with. And it just, again, goes back, and it's me, for this little chihuahua down here. These drips of paint are coming off his hat, but it kind of, the way it's cropped, it kind of looks like it's coming off his ear, and that just really bothers me. And some people probably wouldn't even notice it, but it bothers me. So I think when I decorate this one, I'm going to have to use, I'm either going to fussy cut the chihuahua, I'm probably going to fussy cut the chihuahua out. Or you could use like stickles or something and do like dripping paint, or I don't know. In the image that I created, there is red paint coming off the Santa hat, kind of like there's red paint coming off here. Um, but the way it's cropped, it didn't it didn't look right. Who loves the pink poodle? Anybody? I love the pink poodle. I showed my husband because he hadn't seen these yet last night. He's like, wait, because I was kind of flipping quickly. And he was like, wait, did I just see a pink dog? And I was like, yeah, you saw a pink poodle. And he was like, are there pink poodles? And I'm like, well, in my paper pad there are. So the pink poodle is actually a nod to my godmother. She was a dog groomer, and she was like my second mom. She was different than just like a godmother. She was like my second mom. I got to have two in a way. And I was with her in some of her final days, and she's like, one of my only regrets is not owning a poodle and dyeing it pink. And so I always think of her and so this is for my godmother. I bet she has some pink poodles in heaven. So these are the dogs. I love them. I love them. And I love the Chihuahua. I'm just a little bummed. Once you see something, you can't unsee it. And I probably shouldn't have pointed out to you guys, but I just have to be real. So I am who I am. This page is also super fun. This again is one of my backgrounds that you cut. I mean, you don't have to, but you cut this in half right here, and you have a 4x6 and a 4x6. And isn't it lovely? And then y'all have seen the back of this one is this really fun Bob Ross. Psychedelic Bob Ross. That's what we'll call it. So this is Holiday Splash. I cannot wait to cut into these. I just don't know which one I'm going to use first. So hi, Vicki Emerson. You order these on bittypenny.com. Oh, thank you, Sala, and hello. Good afternoon, my dear. Yeah, right there, bittypenny.com. You can click on, if you're on the home page, you can click on that stocking stuffer sale. They're in there, and they're also in the paper collections. My digital collections and my paper collections are two different things. I have them separated in the shop. So this is Peaceful Christmas, and I love it too. So I guess I did good, at least by my own standards, because I cannot pick a favorite, and I cannot wait to cut these up. So they did go live. Vicki, you are a member, so make sure, dear, that you use your coupon code, your discount code as a member. I reposted it last night, and I posted November last night because I know November is going to be a little crazy for me. So I went ahead and gave y'all the November code last night as well. And November starts next week. So this is Peaceful Christmas. All of my paper pads are 6x8 because the whole idea of me creating paper pads came when I was cutting up a 6x8 paper pad, and I was like, I could design this better. Maybe not image wise. I'm still figuring that part out. But my concept for 6x8 is how I even got into designing these papers in the first place, because I knew I could size things a particular way. So all of my paper pads are 6x8. They're 12 designs on 24 double-sided sheets, which means you get 4 of each, which reduces my hoarding tendency as a crafter. And I hope that helps you too, because even if you keep one and you're like, I just don't want to cut it up, keep one. That means you're still going to be cutting up 3 pages, right? So yeah, I get it. But let's all remember and repeat it together. This magnet is mine. It's not really hoarding if you have cool stuff. Okay. I know I've missed a few people. So, oh, thanks for the order. I don't see who placed it, but it just popped up. So thank you so much. Rhonda Lane, I hope you're having a good evening, dear. And Miss Heidi Robbins is here. Hi, Heidi. And Teresa, good morning and hello. So good to see you. Oh, having a restful day and coffee before starting. How nice. Pam Bell, hi, dear. How are you? I have another load of stuff coming to you. I found some more inks. Okay. Um, Also, Pam, I was going through my scraps yesterday. I don't know if you want scraps, but if so, I will send them to you. So you can let me know as I keep going. Kim, I was telling my hubby about you last night that the other day I was making a scrap card, and I told you to go back to bed, that I was just making a scrap card, and he laughed. He thought that was so funny. Oh, thanks, Sala. And by the way, you guys, I am going to release digital collections of these. I don't have them ready yet. Um, I would, I'm just not, I'm just not done with them yet. And so, sorry about that. Bye, Susan. Lunch is calling. So, yay, Sala loves it. It needs a sparkly hat, the pink poodle. Yeah, that's the cool thing, is that you could add like glitter and different things to it. Absolutely. Vicky likes the colors. Yay. Hi, Nima. Good morning. Good to see you. Hello, Melissa. Good to see you as well. Thank you so much, Sala, for adding those links. Those are the 2 paper pads. Hi, Jackie. Good to see you. Okay, let's get into it. This is Peaceful Christmas. I know that, but I still had to look. Okay, this one is what I tried to do, like quintessential Christmas. Both by color. I picked regal colors because it is the birth of the Savior, after all. So it should be regal. No, actually, with this one, I thought back to me as a card shopper before I was a card maker. And my Christmas cards, I always picked with a sense of drama or elegance and detail. I always liked a lot of detail in my Christmas cards. So I thought back to that and I tried to recreate it myself. So I gave you some fun kind of like doilies and these 6 ornament cut aparts. Now, obviously, you get 4 sheets of each, so you actually have 24 ornaments to cut apart. This has a lot of nativity. It's mostly nativity based, but again, there's more than that. It is like to me, a quintessential Christmas kind of paper pad. And then I love these little doilies. I think I tried to design these in a way that they would be pretty easy to fussy cut out. And then this paper pad does have a vintage feel. So we went holiday splash and all painterly and rainbow, psychedelic kind of. And then on the like really nativity one, we went regal vintage was my inspiration. So that's the first sheet. Here is the second sheet. I have always loved peace signs in my Christmas cards. I've always hoped for world peace. It's always been something I've wanted, is a more peaceful world. And so I can't help it. I'm going to throw peace signs in probably most of the time. I love that the church is shining its light, and we've got carolers out doing their thing and a poinsettia. And then this, I wasn't planning on I was planning on the star being cut off, but not quite that much. That was the only kind of thing that wasn't exactly like I wanted, but I'm still learning. I'm a month into my business, so I will get better with these printer proofs. It doesn't bother me because there's a lot that can still be done here with this sheet, and the star is totally workable. Okay, then I did some larger ornaments, and again, I kind of took the same approach with this page, although I scaled it a little differently. With the music paper in the background. And then we've got the 4 ornaments, and I made them bigger and I gave them a background like they're hanging on a tree so that they're already grounded for you, to where you could just cut these little squares out and make a card with each one. They are the same ornaments as the front page, some of them. So same, 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 and same. Just different, they're scaled differently. And these have a background. So here's this page. One of my favorite pages is coming up. And then again, bringing in that kind of like warm vintage vibe. This paper pad has just so much potential. I love this page right here. So this page here, again, is my concept of having 2 backgrounds on one sheet, which you don't see typically in a 6x8 paper pad. This is what I thought was one of the unique ways of which I could design a 6x8 paper pad and we could get more from it. So ideally, you cut this here and you have the 3 wise men on one panel, and then you have a nativity scene on a different card. So 2 really honestly simple cards to make. And whether you like horizontal or if you like vertical, you got either one. And then the back has the sentiments. I put just Merry Christmas all over the place. Lots of Merry Christmas, a real thin, small nativity down here, another Merry Christmas. And then love came down at Christmas and wise men still seek him. Just little strips. So you have lots of sentiments to work with. I also put in some photo corners is what those are. So you'd have to fussy cut these out, but you could have some photo corners and then another nativity scene. And I did put this on like a tea-dyed color background because I thought that would be different than white. So I did not release any stamp sets with this collection. I'm only doing 2 paper pads. And then we have this page, again, 2 separate backgrounds. I mean, you don't have to. You could take these, you could cut this, and this could be one really cool background. Or split it down the middle. Here is the, I'm going to turn it this way. Here is the back side. Another kind of poinsettia and peace sign scene, the full scene. A little home, because all hearts come home at Christmas, right? And then a couple of more ephemera pieces. And even this is like an ephemera piece that's supposed to look like a gift. A wrapped up Christmas gift. I always like to make cards that look like they have a gift on them, or turn my cards to where they look like they have a gift on them. So tons of ephemera in here, and sentiments and backgrounds. Just a lot in every paper pad. 2 more fun backgrounds. And then this page is also really beautiful. Carolers, choir, the inside of a church with, I love the stained glass, with stained glass and poinsettias, and it's just really beautiful. And then I did an outside of the church. So this is the Peaceful Christmas. And those are my 2 new paper pads. And yes, I have been designing them since August, you guys. let's just get into it. Let's make some cards now. Now I'm gonna make 5x7, but these are ideal for A2 as well. My other concept in making paper pads was that I feel like we have a ton of 6x6 paper pads on the market and they're geared towards A2 card makers, but I'm not an A2 card maker. So I wanted to make and conceptualize cards or paper pads that are ideal for both. I wanted paper pads that are ideal for 5x7 and A2. So that's what I did. I hope you guys like them. Let me see if y'all have any questions. Hi, Stephanie. I also need to catch anyone that I missed while I was talking about it. Good evening, Stephanie. I hope you're doing well. Hi, Bertha. How are you? Hi, Paula Rice. Good morning, everyone. And afternoon and evening. We've got it all in the house. We've got afternoons and evenings and mornings and middle of the nights with Kim in Alaska and Linda. Linda, I know you're not in Alaska, but I think it's pretty early for you. Carmina, I hope you're doing well. Good to see you. I know. I was thinking about daylight savings, y'all. I'm going to be, woo. It's going to play with me. Hi, Miss Beth. It's early for Miss Beth, too. Oh, I'm so glad you like it. Thanks, Stephanie. Oh, hey, Linda. She says, hi, Beth. Well, happy place crafting. I'm here. I ate an ice cream sandwich before coming on. I think it made me stay awake. Hi, Melanie. Good morning. Ah, you're in Canada. No worries. I will be releasing these digitally. So if you really like them, you'll be able to pick up the digital versions. So you won't have to admire for too long. Yeah, but thank you. And you might still choose to admire, and that's fine as well. No worries. So yeah, I just took that sheet, cut it apart because I wanted you to see it as two cards. If I just take a card base, here's the other thing. I want my paper pads to be for any skill level. I want people to be able to easily just make a beautiful card without having to think too much about it. I want it to just be like effortless and for beginners and every skill set. I just want you to be able to pick it up and make a beautiful card that makes you happy. So right there, you've got two easy 5x7 cards. Let me grab, one thing I haven't done is grabbed any paper for matting layers. So let me do that. I also love the idea of putting so much in my paper pads that one, you can make a whole bunch of cards. Two, that you have sentiments, you have cut aparts, ephemera, backgrounds. So you won't need a whole bunch of different products to pull it off. So I'm just looking for a color that I might want to use. I think I want to use yellow, actually. I think I'll use yellow for that one. My paper is a little beat up. And then let's see. Yeah, I just love the idea that I think we'll use this blue for this one. That if you buy the paper pad, it won't take much for you to be able to sit down with a paper trimmer, scissors, glue, and make beautiful cards. That's my hope for you. That's my hope for everyone. I think a lot of times, including myself, I overcomplicate it. So I'm going to cut this at 4.5. You could cut it at 4.25. You just get a thinner border. And then I'm going to cut it at 6.5. Don't worry about having the scrap left over. This is if you're making a 5x7, because you can mat some of my other cut aparts with that. It's plenty big enough for that. All right, I think I wanted the blue for this one. And right there with just like a simple mat, and then we can add a sentiment to it, you'll already have like a really beautiful card. And if you have to make a lot of cards, like I've always liked to make cards for church members, and do the same thing again, 4.5. I should have done 4.25 so I could show you the difference next time. But yeah, I like to make cards for like church members and stuff, and so I often need a lot of cards. So I like the idea. I don't think I cut my last sheet correctly. This looks more accurate. A fast and easy card. So we'll glue these down, and then we'll let's cut out some sentiments. I have to remember which page they're on. Oh yeah, they're on this page. Now, if you have a lot of Christmas sentiments, you may not want this page. You may just want to make a bunch. You may want to use all of these. Use whatever part of the paper pad you want to use, whatever makes you happy. I just thought it'd be cute to have like a little strip of a nativity scene to add layers. This says Merry Christmas. We'll use that one. Now, some of these you might have to take your scissors to. I did try to design it so there would be minimal amounts of taking your scissors to it. I wanted you to be able to kind of cut it apart easily. So, you know, you just have to kind of think about it in advance before you start, but pretty effortlessly here, you can tell I'm able to get lots of sentiments. This one's kind of nice, this size. I don't think I'll cut that one down anymore. Okay, and then up here, I'm going to cut again. And again, I just liked the idea of having different scenes at different sizes. I'm going to leave these together. So if I decide to use photo corners, they're all grouped together. And now we have this piece. So I'm going to cut this piece apart. Now I can cut little strips, and I can cut this one. And I can trim these closer once I have them down, cut down like this. I happen to have a lot of Christmas stamp sets and sentiments, but not everybody does. Some people are just finding this hobby, and so they don't have all the pieces yet, or they're starting over. So that's what's so nice about this. Desiree said my paper pads are like card kits. And I thought that was really kind of brilliant. They really kind of are like a kit in themselves, but just in one paper pad. Wise Men Still Seek Him. I think I'll use that. I'm going to keep these others together. Put them off to the side. I'm going to trim this one just a little bit. So I think you can see there that you can just use your trimmer, and that way you get straight edges, and just trim these right down. Okay, so let me put this away for now. Let's get out our glue. I cannot wait to see what all of you do with these paper pads. I have been so inspired by what everyone made with my digitals and my first paper pads. I mean, you guys blew me away. There is something interesting that happens when you design it, that something, I almost felt like too close to it in a way, like it was, I don't know, it was a weird sensation, but yeah, I loved all the things that I've seen that have been made. It's been amazing. And so I get excited thinking about what you guys will do with this paper pad as well. I hope that they're easy enough to use that you just have fun, because really that's what it's all about for us card makers, is the joy of creating. I'm just going to put it right there. I keep kind of wanting to put something right there like ribbon, or trim off another piece. Let me think about what piece that would be. Ooh, I think I want this green. So I'm gonna do it in a way, I'm gonna cut this in a way that I can get a thin strip of that green color, but not lose my cut aparts. Even though I have 4 pages, it'll be fine, but we can still be very kind of deliberate and intentional with the way we cut. So I'm just going to cut that right there. Now these ornaments are different sizes. They are not all the same size, so you have to be aware of that. But this is about the size that I needed or wanted. So yeah, these are all different sizes. They're not the same, just so you know. A cold? Melissa, it's not cold, it's hot. It's record-breaking heat here in Texas. Yeah, boo. I want it to feel like fall, and it doesn't. It feels like summer. I think it was 89 as our high yesterday. Oh, my daughter's calling me, you guys. I might have to BRB. Hold on just a second. She only does that if she needs me in the morning. So I'll be right back. I must go check on my daughter. Coming. Okay. Be right back. I'm back, I'm back, I'm back. First things first, family. Am I right? Okay. So yeah, it's hot. It's hot, it's hot, it's hot. Beth, I was so bummed. I missed you again. Look, work is crazy. I'm working like at a minimum 60 hours this week, which is really hard for me because I do all the things. But I'll probably work 65. So I was working when you were live and I missed you guys, and I haven't even had time yet to go back and catch the replay. I hope y'all had fun, and I'm really bummed. I have to go back and watch the replay because I want to hear about your yard sale thrift store story with Sophie. So, yeah. Merry Christmas. I was really wanted this collection out earlier, hence why I was designing it in August. But here we are. I'm just getting it out, but I do love it. So there's one beautiful 5x7. So quick, so easy. All right. It's like a card maker designed it or something. Okay. I did not cut this one correctly, but I'm not mad at it. It's still fine. I might make one more from this collection and then I'm going to move to Holiday Splash. And I'm going to work with the image that's bothering me, the poodle. No, not the poodle, the chihuahua. Because I want to show you that even though it bothers me, it's still so usable. But yeah, that one is $10. This one's $10.99. Just because I would have printed it differently if I had more time. But that, again, that was my fault. It just happens. It just happens. I'm forgiving myself. I'm just getting started. So I think that makes it easier for me to be like, and you're forgiven. I was thinking about this one. I don't think I want that one. I was thinking about putting multiple sentiments on this one. And this doesn't really, the section between these two don't really bother me. But I did like adding that piece there. And I could do that same thing again, add a piece between these two layers if I wanted to. I have the scrap over here. I could just add a little bit of yellow there if I wanted. I'm going to use these scraps to this is just a 1/4 of an inch little piece. I'm going to use these scraps to mat some of the cut aparts, but see, I do like a little something right there. Ava Lee, how you doing? Good to see you. And then these, I could mat these as well, but I'm not going to because I don't think you have to. So I'm going to put Love Came Down at Christmas and Wise Men Still Seek Him. I'm going to let my paper be the mat there, and then I'm going to put it down, this one down here, like that. Kind of let the paper do the work and frame up this piece. And then I'll pop this one just underneath it and line it up. And that's it. I mean, of course, we could put bling on these if we wanted. But we already have 2 Christmas cards done. Oh, yay. Because, of course, this year I thought I was going to do Merry Mondays. Oh, that quickly changed. And then I thought I was going to do a lot more than I actually did. Okay, let's pick another page. Let's pick one with cut aparts. Let's play with the ornament page that has, and let's put this there, and let's just start with that. Yeah, so basically I need lots of Christmas cards. I did find a stack from last year that I had left over because I kind of go crazy right before Christmas and make a ton. Is my typical way of doing things. Now, again, I loved the idea of having these like little strips of musical paper. I did not cut that one quite right. I'm still getting used to this cutting board. There we go. Sala, your video you sent me about dreams was so hilarious. We were laughing hysterically. My husband, all of us, all 4 of us were laughing hysterically at that video you sent me. And then this morning, before I started my live, because I've been cleaning my craft room more, that's what I did yesterday. And I had found this piece that I pulled out to share with you guys of one of my collages from years and years ago. I think this is circa like 2009. We were dealing with the recession and money was incredibly tight. Jobs were scarce because we moved to a new town a month before the recession hit. And my old job, they were like, oh, we'll just transfer you. And I was like, I'll just try something new. I'm good. Oh my gosh, I should have taken that transfer. Anyways, so this, if I were to name this collage, I think I would name it Dream, because none of it makes sense. None of it seems like it goes together, but somehow it does. And so, yeah, I would totally name this Dream. Anyways, I had this out to show you guys. I really have been doing collage forever. And I collaged this on a scrap piece of cardboard. And I don't even remember where all these images came from, but they're pretty funny. It's wild. I would call this Dream. That would be what I would title that. That's what dreams feel like when you try to explain them. I had creative dreams last night that didn't allow me to sleep too great. I was creating paper pads in my dreams last night. Probably not ones I'm going to produce, but I was working on them. Already, bird? Are you sure? Are you sure it's that time? Okay. By the way, Stella, if you want to send me pictures, and Cordelia and others, if you want to send me JPEG, they can't be a huge file. You have to send me like internet website friendly sized files, which means small, of your cards. I'd be happy to put them on my website. If you want to put a watermark on them with your name, that's cool too. Like created by, masterfully made by. The brainchild of. That's all good. I just want to throw that out there. Okay. Let's do it again. Hey, baby Jesus, what's up? Let's play with this. I didn't quite cut this right up to the edge. So I'm going to do that now. There we go. Alrighty. And then I've got that. Now I'm just showing y'all like the basics, right? Like the most simple, easy cards. But you could take these. You could use your die cuts if you have really cool dies, like different shaped dies. You could die cut this paper. You could make, even though my patterns probably you think I can't make clean and simple, you most certainly can. Here, let me see if I have which dies I have available. So I just used that scrap. I mean, you can simply just like mat the cut apart, put it on a background, add a sentiment, maybe add some ribbon or add embellishments and have some cards. These are the strips I intended you to have. Don't throw those out when you cut out your cut aparts, because I wanted you to have like different sized strips with different patterns on them. That was very intentional for you guys. Let's see. I don't know where I got these from. I've never even opened them. They're on a magnetic sheet already, but this is from it's called Love Nicole. These must have been gifted to me. I don't know. I don't remember buying them, but I just grabbed them because you could use dies like this to cut out the patterned paper. And you could, if you don't like an all background pattern, you don't have to have one. You know, what you create, I know you guys, we just have limitless bounds of creativity within us. So I'm showing you the most simple version because I want simple card makers and beginner card makers to look at this paper pad and go, I can make that. I don't think this one's the right size. These are square. I need rectangle for one, but you could cut out the sentiments. If you just wanted to die cut those, you could die cut out the background if you wanted to do that, and make these as simple or as layered as you want. Just don't forget to bring out the dies if that's something that you like, and incorporate that here with these papers. I'm going to turn around and look for some more. I think the last time I was looking, someone says, you need to use your BRB sign. I'm right here. I'm not gone, but if my hands aren't moving, it's because I have my back turned. And I'm digging through my dies. I have like these house dies. That would be really cool with this collection. I'm just trying to give you guys some ideas. we don't have time to make all the cards right now. These dies from Spellbinders could be really cool. Just anything. You know, these can make the background. You could use the larger one for the background and make it more of a shape if you didn't want to do the rectangles. Now, when you're cutting out this sentiment right here, be aware that it extends past this, you know, rectangle. So you need to give it space the way that I did here when you're cutting it out. So you really do need all of that space around it. Okay, I have lots of sentiments here to work with. Maybe we'll pick this kind of burgundy Merry Christmas. We can move the babe down, put it up here. We also have these strips, and we'll have more eventually that you could put back here and break up the background a little if you wanted. Let's do that. How long is this strip? We'll put this strip across here, and we'll make it kind of look like a wrapped package, like a gift. Don't think that matters too much there. My stomach's doing funny things. Okay, I'm gonna hurry up and finish this because I absolutely want to get to the holiday splash paper pad. I'm gonna work with both of these paper pads again tomorrow when I have unlimited time and when more people can join in on the fun. I'm so glad all of y'all are here though. Thank you to the orders that came in overnight. My channel members got the first crack at these papers. So thank you guys. If you are a channel member and you're like, wait, what? I didn't know. Check the community tab. That's where I send y'all secret messages. And it was kind of late because they got here late. I had to go through everything and look at everything and check every single paper pad by hand. I do that just for quality control and customer satisfaction. Oh, I love this. It's very subtle that these lines, that this music paper is here, but I really like it. I do like how it breaks up that background. I can't wait to see what Desiree will do with these. I've got to send her package off today. I'm going to pop this one up. Grab that foam tape again. I keep wanting to put enamel dots on these. Enamel dots would be so cool. Okay, so let's put this on a card base. Remember that card base we had yesterday? Oh, that's one that I have to use when I cover the entire thing. Okay, so this one's busy enough that I actually don't mind the wider border on it, so I'm going to leave it just like that. Yes, this one is called Peaceful Christmas. Thank you, Sala. You're the best. So we've made 3 Peaceful Christmas cards. So easy. So easy. Okay. I'm going to, this is what I do with any of my paper pads and my stamp sets and stuff. When I have scraps and little pieces, all the little pieces left over, I gather everything up, I keep it all together, and I put it back in its package. So I'll put the cover back on that, and I'm gonna slip it back in its bag. And then that way, the next time I come to this paper pad, then thanks for the order. I just saw another one come through. Thank you. Next time I come to this paper pad, I'll be excited that some of it's already cut up for me. Oh, I cannot wait to use these caroling children and I just can't wait to use all of it. I'm so excited about it. Okay, but we're done with that. That was Peaceful Christmas, and we're moving on now to Holiday Splash. Now, all of these cards that I made today could definitely be A2 cards as well. I just like 5x7. So I'm sure I'll make some A2s for y'all. Paper dolls, Beth, yes. My paper dolls are done. They are not on my website yet. My digitals, my Christmas digitals will be out in the next couple of days. I have a really fun paper doll digital, and then both of these collections will eventually be digital as well. Okay, because I'm not planning on printing them multiple times. Also, I did restock Crafty Queen. I have plenty now of Crafty Queen in stock. My page turner is actually going to be available digitally probably in December. I'm not reprinting that one. Okay, I said I was going to do the Chihuahua because I want to show that it can still be all good. All right. I'm going to start by fussy cutting this little guy out. Oh gosh, I love the pink poodle, y'all. Come here, buddy. I'm not really worrying about the lines and stuff because I'm going to fussy cut him out. He is so cute. Now, he has a lot of like wispies that he's not going to have when I fussy cut him out. But if you're fussy cutting, he can have the wispies if you want him to. I'm just grooming him as I go. He has a little ornament or jingle bell hanging from his collar. It's so cute. And see, there's a pattern. So the back of this page also has patterns so that when you cut these, you'll have little strips with pattern on them. But we're going to use this guy. He's so cute. And I'm going to go the extra. And I'm going to put him with that peace sign that... So I did, for anyone who's joining later, I did discount this paper pad a little bit because it wasn't exactly the way I wanted it. This was cut off and this little guy wasn't cropped correctly. So, and it wasn't the printer, it was me. It was this newbie's fault. But hey, that just means you get it at a discount. So yay for that. I'm going to use it with this peace sign. And I think the peace sign I will also cut out. I love the drips of paint. I've got to use one of my Bob Ross scenes too. We have to make a Bob Ross card before I leave here today. Oh my gosh, this paper pad just makes me smile, giggle, laugh. It just makes me happy. Let's grab a happy holidays sentiment to put with it as well. I wanted to take the two images that kind of bummed me out and make something with them so I can get past it. I know a lot of it's because I designed it. I know what they're supposed to look like. That's the problem. I have to decide what. I think I want this really bright rainbow one that says Happy Holidays. And immediately the song pops into my head. The Happy Holidays song. Okay. This is going to be so cute. I'm just kind of arranging it over here as I go. Oh my gosh, I love it. It just has, I have the biggest smile on my face. I think it's so cute. Whoops, forgot to put that back. I'll put that back with Peaceful Christmas. Now, I want a background, but obviously we could do watercolor background if I had more time. You know, we'd make a mixed media background for this little dude, but I don't have that much time. So the bird's already saying, we got 15 minutes. I'm gonna grab a pre-made background. I actually think I'll use this gray one because we have a lot of color already. Let's see, let me keep looking. There's also there's a lot of blue. There's also this red that I love. I kind of put this red and pink in for the poodle too. And then we have a couple of blues. Ooh, I think I like the blue. Snowflakes. Ooh, I like it like that. Okay. I think I need a couple of these paper pads. Okay, I'm gonna cut at 4.5. And then I'll do 6.5. And you know I'm keeping these strips of paper. Okay. I think I'll position this so that the peace sign is already coming off the edge. So it's going to look a little more intentional. And then this little dude will be down here. And then I like the Happy Holidays over here too. I think I just need to trim off that just a little bit. And I think we have a card already. Okay. Let's bring in, excuse me, let's bring in our card base. Ooh, I like it with more space between the elements. Yeah, the peace sign could even go, you know, way up there. The holidays kind of has to stay here for the S to stay in view. I don't mind his little ear coming off of the background. I'm wanting to add something to the background. I'm going to take this sheet. I'm going to cut it at 6.5. This is our scrap. that we used on one of the nativity cards. I'm going to cut this at 6.5. Actually, I'm going to cut it, yeah, I'll cut it, no, I'm going to cut it 6 3/4. Still going to keep this because this is a good matting layer. And now I'm going to cut this in strips. I'm going to do, I'll just do 3/4. That way I have for that one. And this one, I'm not even really measuring, just kind of cutting. And then I'm going to leave this strip because I may end up using it as is. I don't know. I just am wanting something behind this, but I don't think I have another sheet of this paper. I think this was a one and done. So I'm just going to kind of inch a couple of pieces. Like that. Yeah, for whatever reason, that makes me happy. This may drive you nuts, but it makes me happy. I could trim it to so it's the same height. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I do think I'll trim it down so it's the same height. And no, I'm not going to measure that. Just going to kind of line it up here and trim. Thanks, Carmina. Hey, Cordelia. Okay, and then we'll do that again. This paper is so cool, you guys. It's like texturized and it has these like embossed lines on it. It's really cool. All right. I eventually need to invest in more cardstock. You know, like different colors of cardstock. It's something I've never really bought a lot of. Okay, so I'm still wanting a little bit of a white border over here. I'm kind of guessing where to put the glue right now, but that should work. I didn't need that super wide strip after all. I'm gonna move it in a little bit. That's about square. That was a little too much. Let me move it out a little bit. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm good with that. Oh, little kitties. Y'all are so cute. Here's Santa hats. If you're worried about the center, you could always pop another piece right there. That'll work. Okay, we've got our background. I do like this sheet anchored down like that with that color. So I'm going to just kind of round off the peace sign over here a little bit. It's wonky, but like it's graffiti, so it's okay. I'll do the same thing over here. There we we go. My brain likes it. Now, positions, everybody. Yeah. I'm good with that. All right. I do think I'm going to move this down just maybe a little bit so they're more connected like that. And now I'm back to where I began. I have to stand up and look at it. Yep, makes me happy. Oh, thanks, Rhonda. Oh, thanks, Stephanie. It's so fun. There's definitely like, you know, at least two sides to me. The one who does like the regal Christmas, and then the one who just likes a fun, happy holiday card. I'll take both, please. I keep wanting to trim this off a little bit over here, so I'm going to do it before I can cement it onto my card with my wet glue. Oh boy, I should have used a paper trimmer. Okay, whatever. We're going to go with that. Piece is glued down. And now I'm having to eyeball the S so that it easily like shows in the curve of this little dude. He is so precious. We could pop him up with foam tape. Sure, let's do it. I'm gonna grab my Dollar Tree foam tape. Stephanie, do y'all have like the equivalent of a Dollar Tree in Australia where you can get like foam tape? I love our Dollar Tree foam tape. It's already cut in convenient little squares. You like this card, Cordelia? Thanks. Hi, Ave. I am so sorry I didn't say hi to you sooner. I didn't see you. Hey, Nikki Jane. Welcome. I'm playing with my new paper pads. This one's called Holiday Splash. And it's just making me real happy. I think it is so cute. Oh, I'm so glad we popped him up. He just has a little extra dimension. I can still mail him out. I definitely want to put enamel dots just all over these cards, y'all, or sequins. If we have time, I'll do that. What time is it? I can do another card. Let's do another one. I have to do the psychedelic Bob Ross Christmas. Well, it's not really Christmas, but holiday card. Okay, I have to. So let me get to that. Now, it'll just be hard picking which one. Love the bridge, the snow-covered bridge. Adore this one. Penguins are great. I love all of these. Okay, so I have those kind of Bob Rossi ones. And then I have these. Well, really just one larger one here. Oh, I can already see these three being put together too. Okay. Just pick one, Betty Penny. Just pick one. I pick you, or maybe that one. It's really hard. Okay, and then I need a background. I think I'll do this one and this. Oh my gosh, y'all, I'm gonna need more than one paper pad. I usually allow myself like one paper pad. I'm gonna need two. I could feel it. I could feel it. Because I want you guys, I want more people to have access to them. So fun. So fun. Okay. So automatic, easy background, and pop something in the middle. Again, that's really what I'm focusing on when I share these cards with y'all, is the fast and easy, but you could take much more time. As I said before, you could bring out your dies. You can layer these things up. You can mix them with other products. Mix them with your Christmas stamps or holiday stamps, whatever you want. Whatever makes you happy. And then we have the Happy Holidays. I only put one of these on each sheet, and it will need to be fussy cut out, but I do like it. It's not going to be that hard to fussy cut. Do you buy, guys, I want to know, you buy Christmas stuff in November to craft with? Or December? Are you still crafting for Christmas in November and December? That is my question. I really felt like I was I know I was late getting these out. I basically would have loved to have these out in September. And next year, that's one of my goals, if I'm still making paper and doing this time next year, is to have my Christmas collection out earlier, but I just got started. Yeah, love that. I have these scraps, so I'm tempted to just keep using them and keep them out of my scrap bin because Carmina does. Good. Hi, Mary C. I'll talk to you softly and nicely because you're just waking up and it's really early in the morning. Okay. Bam. It's so easy. Should we make this an A2? Do y'all want or need an A2 card from me? Because I will just keep slapping these on 5x7 card bases if you don't come stop me. All right, let me see if I have an A2 card base. Ooh, I have a gray one pre-cut. I'll make you an A2. How about that? How about them apples? So this is already 4. So I don't have to cut this. I only need to cut this. I'm going to cut it down to 5 1/4. And then I'll have an awesome scrap that we could probably use inside the card. This is about, I need to drink some water. This is just about like a 65-pound weight paper, which is like the Michaels paper, the Recollections that a lot of people use. That's the weight of this. So for that paper, I don't usually feel like I need to score it, but you most certainly can. Here we go, A2. I got you. There's an A2 card. Same design. Okay, I'm going to drink a little bit of water. Oh, Kmart Australia has a roll of foam tape for $3 is really good. Is it like Mamba Jamba big for $3 or is it like that? I guess that would be the deciding factor. Because I get my big rolls off Amazon. They come 2 to a pack and they're $9. I know the Dollar Tree sells rolls. I mean, I know you're in Australia, dear, but the foam squares that you see a lot of us use from the Dollar Tree are actually in our automotive section of the Dollar Tree. Like our hardware and automotive section is where we find those. So they're not like marketed to card maker, you know, they're not marketed for crafting. They're marketed for, I don't know how you use foam tape on your car or what you use foam tape for outside of the craft room. I'm not sure, but that's who they're targeting. I'm going to turn this over because I didn't do a bang up job on scoring it, because I didn't score it. I just folded it over. Look how easy and fast that is. I've left the pen, my Gloria pen, out of this bottle one too many times. I'm going to have to take it to my sink, take the needle off, and clean it properly. The tip off. Do I make a slimline card? Bertha, I despise large slimline cards, making them. I mean, if anybody sent me one, I'd love it to pieces, but I don't want to make them. But I do like me a mini slimline. Should we make a mini slimline? We can do it. I love a mini slimline, and I do not like a big slimline. It comes down to storage, and they're just awkward for me to make and store. They're lovely. Again, don't get me wrong, they are lovely. And I had fun with them a couple of years ago. I made quite a few, but then I just had a hard time storing them. But they are really cool. I don't mean to be any kind of way about it. There we go. I made an A2 just like that. Let's make another. Whoa, calm down. You want to use the penguins on a mini slimline? Okay. This paper pack was supposed to have polar bears too, but again, through the back and forth and the changing of things, I lost the polar bears. So they're going to have to be in the digital collection. The digital collection will have polar bears. Okay. So we'll put these cuties on a mini slimline. And then I gotta go. I'm just gonna put these off to the side. Probably all of those off to the side. You know what? I think, Bertha, I have a mini slimline base too, if I'm not mistaken. That would be so convenient. And no, I am mistaken. I do not. What's over here? Just looking. Nope, I'm gonna have to make one. No problem. I can do that. I think all of these are going to be even better when I put sequins on them. Okay, I have to go back and think about my mini slimline dimensions. Oh, thank you. Let's see. Let's see. I usually do 6x6. Okay, let me grab not an 8.5 by 11, but let me grab a 12 by 12 sheet of paper, because then I can get 4 mini slimline card bases from one 12 by 12. How wild would it be if I picked like this crazy green? Wouldn't that be wild? I mean, it could work though, because this little penguin has green on him. I won't do it. This is going to be our card base, but I could. Let's just do like this blue. Seems kind of like the most, it's like teal blue. Yeah. It may not be ideal, but we're going to make it work. We can make it work. So I'm going to cut these down to 6 by 6. And that means I can get 4 mini slimlines from one sheet, a 12 by 12. This is some flimsy 12 by 12. So what do I do when it's flimsy? Well, first of all, I layer the front of my card, so I'm not worried about that. And the inside of my card, I will put an insert in there. Let's go ahead and cut the inserts. I'm actually going to use some Recollections, or this is Paper Studio white cardstock. So it's not super thick either, but it'll work for what we're using it for. So I'm going to take this and think for one moment. Okay, 5.5. Okay, so on the 11-inch side, I cut that to 5.5. And now I'm going to cut it down to, let's do 2 3/4. This is going to be an insert for the inside of the card. It'll help stiffen up that card base, and it'll give me a place to write. And I can get 6 of these with one sheet of white paper. Y'all know I like to get the most. I use dimensions. I base my cutting dimensions on how can I get the most out of my paper. That's how I pick sizes. You can make mini slimlines that are bigger than this. I think they can go to 6 1/4 by 3 1/4 folded. But I like a 6 by 3 mini slimline because I can get a whole lot from less paper, or get more out of my paper. Okay, so, ooh, I love this color. So it's kind of fun that these are double-sided. This is the color of my car, 100%. See, and then we'll just put this in here, and that'll help stiffen it up. And then we're going to layer the top. So by the time it's all said and done, we should be good. Now we're only going to make one. I'll save the rest. I'm going to put the rest of this to the side. We'll come back tomorrow when I have more time. Oh, geez, it's 6:45. I got to go. Okay, so let's just 1, 2, 3. We may end up using this up here, but I don't know. Let's just put this to the side. All right. And we're going to bring in our penguins. Nope. I'm looking to see. Oh, that's kind of fun. I need to turn it this way to be happy. I've got to fix that. Stray. Okay. And then we'll put a happy holidays on it. I mean, am I right? Like, just keep it simple. I think it's right. I'm going to cut it at a slant. That'll make it a little more fun. Like, that works for me. As I sit here and cut this, I'm like, dang, mini slimlines are really good for, oh, I'm sorry, snow-covered bridge. Scraps. It's a great card size for scraps. I feel like I'm just making a scrappy card right now. Let's put this down. We can pop the penguins up. You could also fussy cut them out if you wanted to, but I don't want to. And, ooh, so close. Let's trim them down a little bit. Razor blades flying at you. It's dangerous in here. That's why these videos are not made for kids. We use dangerous tools. Okay. Yeah, just a little bit of a border. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you so much for all of your support, for the orders. I've seen them come through. Thank you very, very much. I cannot tell you how much it means to me. There aren't words for that I know of. But I will tell you thank you. It makes my heart smile, and I hope you enjoy it. I hope that you enjoy using these. I hope you can see that it's easy and fast. Just deciding if I want this connected and touching or if I want them separate. Y'all pick. Do these need to be connecting and touching? I kind of feel like they do. Or should I put them separate? Touching. Thank you, Angie. Oh yeah, I do love the mini slimline sheet loads. Those are fun. Oh, thanks, Carmina. Touching, touching, touching. One separate. Oh, Linda, you're like me. Linda, I am always the oddball out. I mean, not saying you're an oddball. You're not. I am, though. I'm always the one that will be like, no, I like the other way. Not touching. See, you're not alone. Smart size. Okay, but the majority, I went with majority. go, y'all. It's late. It's late. It's late. It's late. The dog just came to check on me. She's like, I've had enough. You're late. So there we go. I want to put, and we'll do it tomorrow when I come back. I want to put enamel dots. You already know it. I want to put like enamel dots or sequins all over these. So there's our Happy Holidays penguins. They were getting artsy. Here's our psychedelic Bob Ross inspired Happy Holiday card. I think it's really fun. I really like it. This one makes me very happy with the little chihuahua and the peace sign. So those three. Then don't forget, we made 3 completely different vintage regal traditional Christmas cards. All 3 of these were 5x7s. And so easy. They came together so quickly, so easily. So there it is. We made 6 cards, you guys. Any idea what time tomorrow? Let's say that I will be live at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time tomorrow. How about that? That's 3 hours later than normal. So hopefully some people will sleep in. Oh, thank you guys. I'm so glad y'all like them. Thanks, Sala, for being the moderator and linking everything while I worked. Oh, thank you guys. I'm so glad y'all like them. You know, it's always a little nerve-wracking to know if it's going to land well. So thank you so much. 2 totally different collections, 2 completely different vibes. But there they are, Peaceful Christmas and Holiday Splash. So thanks so much for watching, you guys. And I'll see you later. I'll see you tomorrow at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. Bye.